Ditch the lucky numbers. Forget the endless cups of coffee fueling your lottery number picking frenzy. There's a new sheriff in town, and its name is Math. Buckle up, because we're about to crack the code on a strategy that helped the Selbees win millions on the lottery, and it has nothing to do with picking the right combination. This isn't some shady, get-rich-quick scheme. It's a loophole exploited through the power of numbers. So, ditch the daydreams of picking the magic sequence and get ready to learn the fascinating story of the Selbees and their mathematical mastery of the lottery. Jerry Selbee, along with his wife Marge, lived a quiet life in Evart, Michigan. While details about Jerry's formal education in mathematics are unknown, his story showcases a natural talent for numbers. This talent would become instrumental in their later success. Living in a small town, Jerry and Marge ran a convenience store for some time. It was here, surrounded by everyday calculations, that Jerry's knack for numbers truly shone. This keenness for numbers would play a pivotal role in a life-changing discovery. One day, Jerry stumbled upon a new lottery game. Intrigued, he delved into the game's mechanics, meticulously analyzing the rules and prize structure. His sharp mind identified a peculiarity in the system, a mathematical loophole. This loophole, if exploited strategically, could guarantee a positive return on investment, turning the lottery from a game of chance to a calculated opportunity. Jerry's moment of revelation came with the discovery of the Winfall lottery game. Unlike standard lottery formats, Winfall had a unique feature called a rolldown. This twist in the game's mechanics piqued Jerry's interest, and his natural talent for numbers kicked in. The key to the rolldown feature was its impact on the jackpot. If no winner emerged for the top prize in a particular drawing, the jackpot money would roll down and get added to the prize pool for the next tier of winners, typically those matching fewer numbers. This meant that the prize money for lower tiers could potentially swell to significant amounts. Jerry, with his keen eye for patterns, saw an opportunity. He meticulously calculated the odds of winning in the lower tiers, factoring in the increased prize money due to the rolldown. He then compared this potential payout to the cost of buying a large number of tickets for that specific drawing. Through his calculations, Jerry discovered that during a rolldown, if he purchased a critical mass of tickets, a significant portion of all possible combinations, the total prize money for the lower tier, given the rolldown boost, would almost guaranteed to be higher than the amount he spent on the tickets. In simpler terms, he figured out that by strategically buying a large volume of tickets during a rolldown, he could tilt the odds in his favor, turning the lottery from a game of chance into a near-certain path to profit. Emboldened by his calculations, Jerry decided to put his theory to the test. He wasn't about to go all in right away, though. With a few $1,000s set aside, Jerry ventured into this lottery experiment cautiously. During a Winfall rolldown, Jerry invested the sum he had prepared, strategically purchasing a large number of tickets. The drawing took place, and with bated breath, Jerry awaited the results. As the winning numbers were announced, the key was whether the total prize money for the lower tier, boosted by the rolldown, would be enough. The outcome was a revelation. Jerry's calculations proved to be accurate. The combined winnings from his massive ticket purchase exceeded the amount he had invested. This successful experiment became a turning point, solidifying Jerry's belief in his strategy. Marge's initial reaction to Jerry's lottery loophole theory was a mix of skepticism and amusement. The idea of outsmarting a game of chance with pure math seemed fantastical, bordering on crazy. Yet Jerry's infectious enthusiasm and the sheer precision of his calculations slowly chipped away at her doubt. Recognizing the spark in her husband's eyes, Marge, ever the supportive spouse, decided to take a leap of faith. Trusting his intuition, she pledged her support and became his partner in this unconventional venture. Their partnership blossomed into a remarkable display of complementary strengths. Jerry, the mastermind, reveled in the strategic aspects. He meticulously calculated the number of tickets they needed, pinpointing optimal game conditions for their loophole to shine. Marge, the grounded one, kept her feet firmly planted in reality. She tackled the logistical nightmare, ensuring they had the manpower and resources to handle the sheer volume of tickets required. Imagine the scene. Jerry hunched over calculations, a fire of determination in his eyes, while Marge transformed into a logistical powerhouse, coordinating ticket purchases and wrangling a small army of helpers. Together, they were a well-oiled machine. Jerry strategized, Marge executed, their teamwork becoming the cornerstone of their eventual success. Recognizing the potential of their strategy, the Selbees decided to scale their operation. They incorporated their venture, naming it GS Investment Strategies LLC. This not only lent legitimacy to their operation, but also allowed them to bring in investors. Jerry and Marge reached out to friends and family, inviting them to invest in their lottery strategy. With more capital at their disposal, they could purchase even larger quantities of tickets, increasing their chances of profiting from rolldowns. Managing the logistics of purchasing and sorting hundreds of thousands of tickets was a complex task. They devised a systematic approach, employing a team of helpers to assist with the purchases. Sorting through the tickets likely involved a combination of manual verification and potentially some automated systems to efficiently process the large volume. The Selbees' success story didn't end with the closure of the Michigan Winfall lottery. Their journey continued when they discovered a similar game in Massachusetts called Cash Winfall that offered a similar roll-down feature. This presented both opportunities and challenges. Capitalizing on a familiar strategy in a new game was an advantage. However, operating in a different state brought its own set of logistical hurdles. The most significant challenge was the distance. Michigan and Massachusetts are several states apart, necessitating long drives to participate in the Massachusetts Lottery's rolldowns. To overcome this obstacle, the Selbees likely rented temporary space in Massachusetts to serve as their base of operations during these lottery events. This space would have been crucial for storing the massive quantities of tickets they purchased and for efficiently sorting through them after each drawing. Imagine a lottery with 100 possible number combinations and a $1 million jackpot. Normally, your odds of winning with a single ticket are very low, but during a rolldown, the jackpot money gets added to the prize pool for lower tiers, say the tier for matching just 2 numbers. Jerry's strategy involved buying a large percentage, perhaps 70%, of the tickets for this lower tier. By doing this, he significantly increased the probability that at least some of his tickets would match the winning numbers for that tier. Even though the payout per winning ticket in this tier might be smaller than the jackpot, the sheer number of winning tickets, due to buying a large volume, could guarantee a total return exceeding his investment. In essence, Jerry wasn't aiming for the big jackpot, but strategically saturating a lower tier to maximize his chances of winning something substantial, turning the lottery into a game of probability with a more predictable outcome. The Selbees' lottery windfall undoubtedly changed their lives, but not in the way one might expect. They didn't embark on a life of extravagance. Instead, they maintained a sense of modesty and practicality. Their focus remained firmly on family and community. Jerry's meticulous calculations secured their financial future. They used their winnings to renovate their home, ensuring a comfortable space for themselves. More importantly, they prioritized their family's well-being. They ensured their children and grandchildren had access to quality education by funding their college educations. This focus on education extended to their wider community as well. The Selbees became known for their generosity, supporting local causes and charities. Despite their newfound wealth, they continued to live a simple life in Avart. Jerry and Marge cherished their small-town life and the close-knit community they had built. Their story highlights the power of utilizing unexpected opportunities while staying true to core values. Cash Winfall attracted scrutiny after a tip revealed a family and a group of MIT math majors were strategically winning significant sums of money. An investigation was launched, but it was determined their methods were entirely legal, and the lottery itself was profiting substantially. Despite this, the Lottery Commission opted to end Cash Winfall. The Selbee family, who played for 9 years, reportedly won a total of $26 million and walked away with $8 million in profit after taxes. These winnings funded home renovations and educational expenses for their extended family. Cash Winfall's demise highlights the complex relationship between lotteries and strategic players. While the game was demonstrably fair and profitable for the state, it appears the ability for players to exploit loopholes outweighed its benefits for the Lottery Commission. This incident suggests lotteries may be wary of games that can be cracked by determined players, even if those players abide by the rules. The closure of Cash Winfall likely brought mixed emotions for the Selbees. Disappointment would be a natural reaction to losing a steady stream of income that had demonstrably improved their lives. Over 9 years of strategic play, they'd secured a significant financial windfall that benefited multiple generations of their family. Renovating their house and funding educational expenses for their extended family suggests they achieved a level of financial security they likely hadn't had before. However, the closure might also have been met with a sense of satisfaction. The report doesn't explicitly say how they felt, but their strategic approach and the fact they played for 9 years implies a certain enjoyment of the process. They'd successfully exploited a loophole within the system, turning a game of chance into a calculated strategy. News reports often portray lottery winners as individuals who strike it lucky once. The Selbee's story, however, highlights the possibility of strategic success within the lottery system and the satisfaction that might come from achieving that success. Ultimately, without any direct quotes from the Selbees, it's impossible to know for sure how they felt about the game's closure. However, the circumstances suggest a mix of disappointment at losing a financial benefit and satisfaction at having achieved it through a well-executed strategy. The Selbees' lottery exploits catapulted them into the national spotlight due to a confluence of investigative journalism and their own willingness to share their story. The Boston Globe's investigative team served as the initial catalyst, uncovering the couple's strategic windfall wins through a tip. This unique story, deviating from the typical lottery narrative of random chance, was bound to attract attention. Major media outlets like 60 Minutes seized the opportunity, eager to share the intriguing tale of a family who cracked the lottery system. The Selbees' decision to participate in media coverage is less clear-cut, but their motivations can be gleaned from the circumstances. Following the Globe's investigation, they were likely approached by journalists seeking their perspective. Choosing to participate offered them a chance to dispel any misconceptions about their methods and demonstrate the legality of their approach. Perhaps they saw an opportunity to educate the public about the lesser-known strategic side of lotteries. Additionally, being featured on a prestigious program like 60 Minutes suggests they may have embraced the unconventional path to financial security they'd carved out and the notoriety that came with it. Sharing their story on such a platform allowed them to present their experiences on their own terms and potentially inspire others to think strategically about lottery games. Ultimately, their decision to engage with the media transformed them from simply lottery winners into unlikely gaming celebrities. The Selbees' story is a beacon of hope, demonstrating that immense wealth can be a tool for good rather than a source of isolation. Their commitment to family and community serves as a powerful inspiration, urging us to prioritize the things that truly matter. Mathematics, often viewed as a technical subject, can also play a crucial role in this message. Financial planning, for instance, relies heavily on mathematical concepts to make informed decisions about budgeting, saving, and investing. By applying these principles, the Selbees were able to ensure their windfall benefited future generations, solidifying their legacy. Furthermore, the concept of probability, a branch of mathematics, can be a valuable tool in managing expectations. Understanding the odds of winning the lottery can help individuals prioritize their goals and focus on building a secure future through hard work and perseverance. In essence, the Selbees' story, coupled with the power of mathematics, reminds us that true wealth lies not just in material possessions, but also in strong relationships, responsible planning, and the knowledge to make sound decisions for ourselves and our loved ones. Unlike many lottery winners who fall prey to extravagant spending, Jerry and Marge Selbee defied expectations. Their life after the lottery wins was a testament to their down-to-earth nature and commitment to family. The windfall became a tool to empower their loved ones. They prioritized education, ensuring their 6 children, 14 grandchildren, and 10 great-grandchildren had a strong foundation for their futures. This focus on education reflects the Selbees' belief in the value of knowledge and its role in building a secure life. Material possessions held little allure for them. They didn't abandon their roots in Avart, Michigan. Instead, they chose to renovate their existing home, making it more comfortable but staying true to their unpretentious lifestyle. This decision symbolized their desire for stability and a familiar environment. The Selbees' story became an inspiration for many. Their commitment to family and community resonated deeply. They proved that immense wealth doesn't have to translate into a disconnect from loved ones or a departure from one's values. It can instead be used to strengthen those bonds and contribute positively to the lives of others. That's the incredible story of Jerry and Marge Selbee, the couple who defied the odds and used math to conquer the lottery. Who knew a little number crunching could turn into millions of dollars? But wait, there's more. Their story was so captivating that it caught the eye of Hollywood producers, and their incredible gamble is now a major motion picture. Witness Jerry, played by the legendary Bryan Cranston, and Marge, brought to life by the talented Annette Bening on the big screen. If you enjoyed this story of teamwork, smarts, and a whole lot of lottery tickets, then hit that like button. Want to see more incredible tales of ordinary people doing extraordinary things? Don't forget to subscribe for new content every week. And if you know someone who loves a good underdog story, share this video with them. You might just inspire them to think outside the box.